It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe.
Can't find your bell?
My bell was hidden by cookies.
That's because we cleaned.
All
Tried
this
to clean.
other madness you got going on.
I'm
here.
always cleaning.
But anyway, welcome. And we will be changing our delivery for 2020.
Ooh, really?
Yes, we're going to do something different.
Do you know what we're doing?
I don't know yet. But
But we'll all find out on Thursday when we
That's a
start
shocker.
it.
but I don't like that. I got to do something. What's the matter with you? You don't have to do that.
I miss my goggles.
Just make believe you have them on.
That's the Vision 2020.
God help us all.
Clearer vision without the goggles. There you go.
I get some new contacts.
Yeah, but that's kind of how I rein myself in.
There you go.
Rein it in, baby.
Listen,
Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday to you, and this is the day before.
Actually, tomorrow
Eve.
is.
Today's the day before Eve.
Today's December 30th. Yeah,
That's right. So the countdown has begun. I was drinking very heavily over the weekend.
Shocker.
Yes, it is a shocker. And we will be drinking twice as much because you have to bring in 2020 with a bang.
We're going to bring in 2020 with a bang. We're starting today. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve day, so we're going to celebrate on that. Wednesday we're off, and then we continue Thursday and Friday because, hey, you know what a surprise. I told everyone what we were doing, and Fernando was so not surprised. Neither was Teddy, neither was Hector.
We've been here long enough to know that. And even then, Don Fetcho's only been here for like a
Don
couple weeks.
Fetcho.
And he already realized, and he already knows
But what was
the
it?
news.
What was the surprise?
Drinking like fish.
I'm drinking like fish.
You know what? As long as we drink responsibly, we're good to go.
That's right. That's why they created Ubers. But anyway, I wanna touch on a few things.
Okay.
First of all, I saw the morning show. I must be the last human being on the planet
talking about
to have
that,
seen
yes.
the show. Have you seen the morning show on Apple TV? Now, I have to go on the air and announce that I have Apple TV.
Congratulations.
I have Roku. I got Amazon Fire. My son, who graciously was visiting his mother in Boston, says to me, "I gave you Apple TV over a year ago." I didn't know how to turn it on. There are 700 buttons to get this thing to work.
That's why I now watch it on my phone. All I have to do is click the app. The TVs are way too complicated these days.
It's on my phone,
It's easier
but
that
I want
way.
to see it on TV.
Oh, that I don't know.
And you watch that thing on your phone?
Well, when nobody's around to turn the TV on, yes. Because I can turn it on, and then they go, there's 3 remotes laid out. I'm lucky I got one on. So when 3 remotes are laid out before me, I watch it on my phone.
So my story isn't that bad because she doesn't even watch it on TV. But I got to see the morning show, a great show. And it has to do a lot with the industry and what goes on in this industry and what it takes to be successful in this. And this is a cutthroat business. I'm going to tell you something. It is remarkable how other people view what's there. And they're just looking, oh, yeah, good show, good show. And here I am, my guts are coming out. I feel like jumping on that TV and hitting it. Remember when he was hitting it with the club and all that?
Yep.
Holy smokes.
Because I say all the time that when we go on air, this time from now until 2, this is the easy part, right? This is the delivery. It's not always happy that topics are topics, but it's the behind the scenes. It's getting things up and running. It's the stories. It's the topics. It's the booking. It's all those things we went on in emails this morning, Tiffany. But then, we have these magical moments. And Captain came in today, and I'm so excited. I have to go get it, actually, Tiffany, because I can't wait to read it. She brought me a magical fairy book, and I have to tell you, did you see me light up? It's the behind-the-scenes stuff, but it's a great show.
It was a great piece.
And it talks about whether, it's TV, right? Whether he did something he shouldn't have done or not is not the issue. It's their chemistry. and what it takes to be on air, and what.
But the show wasn't even about whether he did or didn't do something. The show was about the repercussions of what was going on that show even before him.
So I take it Sesame Street was way more intense than I originally thought it was.
It's not Sesame Street.
Oh, yeah.
Sesame Street probably was way more intense because once they started filming Kermit and Bert and Ernie, that was the fun stuff. It was all the
Oh, yeah.
behind-the-scenes production.
Now they're gonna make a movie about
If
Sesame
you could
Street.
think like Hector, it would be good.
Well,
but
you didn't
some of
say,
the-
well, you never. What you keep talking about a show about a famous show host, and I don't know, so I just threw out Sesame Street because I thought it'd be funny to watch.
But you're right.
Watch basically a dramatic VH1 style behind the scenes of Oscar the Grouch.
No, you're right. You're right
You're
because
absolutely right.
it's the business negotiations that go on before the show. And what I love about this show, and we'll get to our guest in a second, is you have to turn everything off
Yes.
and you got to turn it on when the lights go on. And you got to be the person that America wants. Hello, America.
Are you the
want
person
me.
that America wants?
Of
They all
course I
want
am.
you.
They all want me. So my friend here who hosts Fuego says to me, I want to tell you something. This thing covers your face. I go, I do it on purpose. No, you want to be over here. No, I don't want to be over here. You see, if I go over here, I'm on America's Most Wanted. They're going to know me. I never want to be in front of the camera. I'm sitting here because 4 years ago she says, come on, because we had nobody else.
Yeah, but this is live TV, and we are showing the best. Look at Dawn with her magic stick. You know, you with your
My
hat
magic
and
stick.
and you are Freddy. You know,
Where's my magic? Where's my? I have a wand.
you are
back
undercover
there.
with that magic stick.
No, I have a wand. Let me show you my wand, buddy.
Yes,
let me
we've
see,
got,
let me
we've
see
got
my
DJ
magic.
Fercho with
There
us.
it goes, buddy.
I got
That's
a
it.
Puerto Rican magic stick.
Oh, that's a good
That's
one.
good. That's good.
DJ Fercho with us in the house.
I flick you.
But yes, it's all about visibility.
Yeah,
It's all
absolutely.
about visibility, and it's also about
Presence.
It's
and you
all,
have a great presence.
and
Fred.
it's also about delivery. You know, when
Right.
you're an artist and you do some of the magical stuff that you do,
Mm-hmm.
it's about delivering it. It's about somebody saying something that excites them.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen Obama? Obama was one of the best and I
Delivery.
couldn't stand him, but he was one of the best deliverers in the game.
Yep.
That's
because
about
when-
the only thing he did good.
No, he did lots of things good. But when
Just
he
kidding, no
talked,
politics, no.
he had power in
I
his
know.
speech.
His presence.
And he
Presentation,
stayed
yeah.
and he stayed controlled
Focused.
and focused, and his words were like on point, which I found amazing.
And you also felt at ease listening to him.
Well,
There's not a lot of tension, though.
felt a
Well,
little
not
bit.
like today. But
Yes, you have to deliver the information.
Right.
It was
And
a
we were
different
talking.
time.
A
It was
different
a
time.
different time.
Is-
And it was
is
only
that-
8 years ago.
Is that light supposed
Only.
to be in that
Communication.
direction?
Go figure.
No,
Who put that
probably
light
not.
over there?
Probably Frank. We moved everything.
That's funny. It's supposed to be over here.
But
No, that-
how was your weekend? We had a nice Friday. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. How was the rest of your weekend?
I decided I went on
Seeing sports
hiatus. I went and I didn't do anything all weekend. I stayed in bed 48 hours in bed. The only time I got up was to use the bathroom.
Really?
Yes, they brought me coffee, they brought me sandwiches, and if not, I didn't eat. And I stayed with my laptop. I watched the college bowl games. I watched the NFL games. I watched television. I watched the morning. I watched everything from the. There is nothing but a giant hole where my mattress is.
Nice.
I didn't get up.
This was the first weekend. Actually, I did not come into the studio since we moved. The first week in November. This was the first weekend I was not here. It was really strange
How'd you
not
feel?
being here.
You felt like you were missing
Didn't know
your
what to
whoopee?
do.
I
Little
wasn't here,
blanket?
and I wasn't at the hospital, and I was like, wow, I actually had a weekend to myself, right? It was all good.
But the nice thing about some of this delivery stuff that we're talking about, we're going to talk about art delivery, we're going to talk about messages. There's all sorts of things going on. We have somebody now dedicated to, he's doing the Roku, he's doing the podcast, everything, all the tools that you need to make your business go, whether you're an artist, whether you're a DJ. Now, we went on Friday night. We went to the Boca Hotel that is in Fort Lauderdale.
No, it wasn't Boca. It was just not the
Boca.
Boca Resort. It
The
was
Boca
the Boca
Hotel
Plaza
in Fort Lauderdale.
I don't know what it was. What's
We were
it
at the
called?
Boca Plaza Hotel. We went to
Boca
meet the
Plaza
owners.
Hotel.
It was an
In Boca, yeah.
Yeah, so the famous Miami Resort in Georgia.
It
Yes.
was an appreciation
Yes.
night, and we were invited. And we took DJ Fercho with us, and we took our significant
DJ
other,
who?
Fercho.
There
Was
you
that
go.
right?
Sounds much better. Much
I'm
better.
getting better.
There you go.
Fercho.
Sounds
What the
better.
hell
I've
she
got
was
Jackie
talking-
Birch in my head telling me if Jackie Birch can do it, I could do it.
And hopefully we'll be doing a Latin night. They want a
Absolutely.
Latin night over there. Now that's a Jewish-based community. It was.
Well, because the owner had
It
his
was.
family there.
Well, I mean the friends and everything.
Yes.
I was the only Latino in the house beside him.
What can I tell you with Shabbat? I don't know what to tell you.
Oh.
It was Shabbat?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was?
That's all I can tell you.
Friday
Friday
night,
night. Yeah,
yeah.
every week, Friday night.
So how did it feel being kosher for a night?
It felt pretty good. Wait a minute, what does Shabbat mean?
Day of rest.
Well, but I'm going to tell you, the way they were putting it down, they were resting.
But what a nice event,
Sheriff's in the
right?
house. Huh?
So thank you very much to Jacob
great.
who welcomed us into the Boca Raton Plaza
Yeah.
Hotel.
Yes. I couldn't even remember.
Under
what it
new
was.
ownership, he's a new owner for 6 months now, and they renovated 100 rooms, and they put a lot of money into it, and the food was delicious, and the bar was nice, and a lot of TVs for those who are sports fans, and there's a tiki bar outside that I guess they've got happy hour on the weekends. It was raining, so we didn't get to be there, but it was lovely, right?
Mhm. Looks good.
And it has a pool and everything.
Yeah.
You have fun?
Yeah, fun. And the most important part is that we are looking forward to 2020, where we're going to be able to do things of this nature and bring the Latin community. We can have ladies' nights. That place.
How come
Friday
we
night,
never have a
there was
men's
something
night?
missing. As soon as I got there, I
That's
say,
called happy
I can
hour.
hear everybody talking. I say, something missing. What was
Music.
missing? Music.
Music. Your
The
music was
music.
missing.
It was missing, right? You can hear the TVs and stuff, but the music was missing. So we'll be there sooner or later. Okay, that's
We're going to
part
be
of
there.
the 2020.
We should actually do a show what everyone's looking forward to for 2020. What are we leaving behind in 2019? What are we going forward into 2020? What are you leaving behind in 2019? I'm afraid to ask Hector.
I'm
Hector,
afraid to-
unhinged.
At this point, Hector's afraid to ask Hector what he's leaving behind.
What are you looking forward to in 2020?
Honestly, I don't know either.
Fernando?
Oh, success. But again, how do we measure success? Based on what you are doing, then you are completely satisfied. And I'm ending my 2019 very well with a group of people like you being here, and El Fuego is going to take off. So I'm looking forward to the things that we're going to do in 2020 with El Fuego and the Brooklyn Cafe.
But what are you going to leave behind?
Well, I leave
What
behind
is it
so
that
many
you don't
different
want?
things.
Oh, you
So
have
many
things you
different
have, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that you leave behind. You don't have to pay attention to it.
Gotcha.
And you say it's back. You look at the review mirror and it's done and over with. And you just have to look forward. And that's the kind of guy I am too. I look forward to the things that are coming in the next decade.
That's an interesting question, what you leave behind.
Nice.
Not easy to answer. What are you going to leave behind?
It's not easy. Mhm.
I really don't know. I've enjoyed every day behind me, so I'm looking forward to the future. I mean, really.
That we have Amy Rashevsky with us. Amy the artist, as in Freddie's phone it is.
Leave me the honest.
Amy the artist.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. But
Oh,
Amy
she's a painter.
Rashevsky is a spectacular artist, and I'm glad that you're joining us in our new space.
I appreciate that too.
This has been long overdue. What are you leaving behind?
Aggravation.
Oh, well,
Yeah, well then you just find new
could've
aggravation in the
bottled that.
process.
Because you know what happens if you keep harping on, and it's interesting what you said about success, Fernando, how we measure success. And people measure success in all different ways. And we briefly talked about that this morning. It's not always about the money. It's not always about
Things.
visibility or the power or the things. It's how do you measure success in your own
Sure.
heart.
and
Right?
drive.
So everyone's success is different, and it's what you may want as successful is not what Teddy wants. It's not what other shows want. It's what works for us, as long as we're happy with where it's going.
But this is why your question is very interesting, because it has to be specific to make sense, right? So I'm going to leave behind self-doubt. See,
Oh.
because that costs me time, energy, money,
Yeah, it does.
and it takes a piece of my liver every time that I have it. You know what? I'm not going to do that no more. I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
I always used to say, if I'm going to crash, I'm going to crash on my dime. No more self-doubt. Because you listen to 400 people, and you look around, and those 400 people aren't even around me anymore.
But it's funny, when I first met you, you never had self-doubt, or
It
at
was
least you hid
always-
it really well.
Well,
you
you
were
know.
always, we gotta go, and this is where we're going, and this is what we're doing. But you know what happens? It's like when you're single, you do what you want to do. Then you get a partner, and you're still pretty much in doing what you want to do. It's when your family grows that your responsibility grows. And I think, and I can't put words in your mouth, that what happened is when it was you and me, we either went or we didn't go, right? We either went on air or we didn't.
Yes.
And now we have a larger family. We've got a larger boat, as we so call it. We've got Hector and Teddy and more people working with us. Our family grows, which means we've got more responsibility. So do we play it safe, or do we say, we just got to go?
You got to keep it up.
You got to keep it up,
going.
right? So
Yep.
safe isn't always what we need to do.
And remember, your business doesn't know the difference between safe and not safe.
Right.
So self-doubt, to me, it stopped me. It isn't that I didn't think that what I wanted to do, I'm going to go do. It's that sometimes people will throw giant stones your way. And for you to be able to do what you need to do, you have to overcome and compensate for these stones. And then you have to look around, because there's a lot of people who can get hurt by making the wrong decisions. But it was that frame of thought. And one of the reasons, besides you, that I decided to leave self-doubt behind is because I met this guy.
Wow.
And I've never met such a positive man in my life.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
actually-
he doesn't, he says, listen, I mean, it's that old saying, they give you lemons, make lemonade or whatever it is.
Yeah, well, a guy like him knows how to make more than just lemonade with just lemons.
But he does it. And he's the firm believer of, you got to get, this guy packs and unpacks that
Every day.
system.
Yeah.
And I look at him and I say to myself, how long see, you can see me, how long is it going to take for him to say, Conchale, this is too much already? But he unpacks it, he backs it in, he backs it, he does what he does.
With a
and
smile.
He does it with a smile. And anybody that comes in here, he always has a smile. If he's having a bad day, you won't know it.
No, you will never know that.
Wow, that's
I
wonderful.
learned that, and it's the best thing to do, because misery loves company.
Yeah.
But also, you don't want to hang around with somebody that is negative. No, I want to bring positive things and positive attitudes to anybody's life, because you never know when you meet somebody and you say something. Because my dad told me, your words are not like kites. You cannot say something and bring it back like a kite. That word is impacted in a very positive way to somebody. And that moment is there at any given time. So that's what I try to do. And for example, Don, briefly, we talk about it. You were talking about the previous studio where you were in Del Rey. And now you look at this. So what do you leave behind? The old studio. However, you are going to enjoy this more because you know, where you were. And now you enjoy every single aspect of this. Now you have a vision. You say, we're going to do this and we're going to do this. So you see all of these things are positive. It says, let's look forward to what we're going to do. And what you left behind is the old place in Del Rey. But you know what? That's a stepping stone to get where you are today.
Exactly.
So-
And Amy was with us at that old place.
Amy and Michelle, and that's how we met Frank and
But
Jay.
I feel that everything that I've all the steps that I've taken takes me to the next step, and I just look forward, and I have this attitude that I'm going to try anything, because why not? So I'm always making another step, but everything that I've done behind me has helped me to get to where I am now.
100%, right? So I can't even say, that's why I was careful about what I said I was leaving behind. Because things
Right.
that happened in 2019 and 2018 that we've moved forward from aren't necessarily bad things.
No.
We've learned, we've grown, they're experiences, they're stepping stones
Right.
to what's next. I mean, we have these incredible crew that we have with us, and next week we'll have more because they're going back to school. But Teddy and Hector have been with us every single step, almost every day except for Christmas. Through the move, through the remotes, through being here. Couldn't have done it without these two at all.
It's true. And out of the box thinking, when we met Amy down at the other place, she was out of the box. She had a big part of the store in the front, and she was willing to try anything. She didn't care. It was that table that we have that everybody loves. But my friend here decides to clean it,
Uh-oh.
and she's taking the black cup off. So I'm glad
Oh,
you're here,
no.
because we need
Give me a
to
new cup.
we need to touch it up. But that
To fill our
concept.
cup.
Now that we're here, that concept, I want to bring it to life, because I want to make a cover, and I want to take it, like we said, to the restaurants and everything else, which we stopped doing. Because there are so many things that come forward. But if you have people who you can rely on, then 2020 is going to be a bigger year. It's going to be a better year. Irregardless, don't play the game of what they're doing. What are they doing? We don't care about what they're doing. We care about what we're doing. And being chased is the biggest compliment in the world. And when you start seeing your bits and everything else playing out, then you're being chased. That's all. Ain't
But
no big deal.
it's what is successful to you? And we haven't asked Teddy.
Teddy, yes. I'm dying to find out what the model of the year. I'm having a poster made of your
No, you're
picture.
not.
Yeah. It's going to be about 400 feet. It's going to roll down.
We're good, thank you.
What do you want to leave behind?
I would like to leave behind some personal toxic relationships in my past, and I'm looking forward to a lot more positive relationships with people.
I'm shocked. How can a kid like this, and she's not a kid, she's a grown woman, have any toxicity in relationships at all?
I know.
Yeah, everyone has some toxic relationships in their lives. Some they want to get rid of, some they're kind of stuck with.
Some they're raised with.
But the way she is, this is the yes girl. She never says no. She takes her shirt
Well,
off the back and
Did you ever
does-
ask yourself why she says yes?
Do I ever ask myself?
Yes. No, I didn't get a degree in that, and I certainly can't get paid for it, so.
Well, she is a likable individual. She's
Exactly.
gorgeous and she's brilliant. So I just, or maybe you just, yeah, okay, I can see what it is. I just understood what it is. But good, that's going to be good for you. Growth is always good.
Growth is good, and what we're going to do moving forward in 2020. Amy, you're in a new place, but an old place.
Yeah,
I said even I'm a little confused about your old is new again.
my full circle. When I started in the art business here, I was in Artist Alley, and I had a really beautiful gallery there, and we really were having a really good time. And then there was some management situations, so we had to move. And then I went to Boca and opened a studio with my good friend Deborah Rader, and then the Hart Gallery popped up a little bit later, and I took advantage of that, so I moved there. And now I'm back in Artist Alley again. That's why I call it full circle. And it's like home to me because it's where I started. And I'm really enjoying the space and the work aspect there, and the people that I still love from way behind that are still there. And so I'm doing a lot of new things now too. So it's motivating me to be a lot
What's
more
the address,
creative.
Amy? What's the address?
It is 354 Northeast 4th. It's right down the street from Bednar's Market. It looks like an old warehouse area.
You have your own
but
gallery there again?
yeah,
Wow.
well, a studio actually,
Okay.
not a gallery.
Very exciting.
So you're in control of your own destiny,
Yes.
which is the way it should be.
Right, and which I'm using to go a little further in my art business now. So I'm excited for what I'm doing.
We're excited to see some of your pieces. Maybe we can hang some here as well.
And there's a beautiful area up there. I mean, there was nothing there but warehouses at one time.
They're doing a lot of knocking down buildings now, all in there, and that whole section's really going to turn. I hope there's still a space for me when they turn, because the artists are known to be the last ones to stay alive in an area that's being rejuvenated. But we'll see what happens. I like the presence. So.
You've got some new artwork you're doing?
Oh yeah, I'm doing a lot of new stuff right now, and I've started doing G-clays, and being able to take a really big canvas that I've painted, like 8 feet by 5 or 5 by 8, and then making things out of it, and also I started another series which I did this summer, and I was in Art Spectrum with them, and they're called tapestries. So there's like 5 paintings that I took this summer, and I cut them up in pieces, and then I made an original into a new original. So I have a butterfly man and a biker and a big thing of faces, but they're all intricate little pieces that have made a new canvas, and they're framed beautifully, and I'm very excited with them. So right now my goal is to do series. So now I'm on another series right now, but instead of just doing one piece like I used to do, I'm doing series, which makes it pull together better.
You get to repurpose some of your old
Yes,
canvases?
I'm
Sounds like
repurposing. Yes.
It sounds like you're doing like I want to say mosaic, but mosaic is a bit more.
Yeah, but they turn into tapestries really, because they're combinations of a lot of things.
So I mean, what I understand tapestry might be different from what it might actually be, but it sounds like you're just making a series of basically a series of separate pieces of work that are supposed to go together in like one long painting.
Yes, but so say the piece is I have this original piece, and when I start to cut the pieces up, I just put another piece of canvas down on the table, and I just let myself go, and I don't know where I'm going to end up. So that's why one turned out to be a butterfly man, one turned out to be a biker. You just don't know until all of a sudden it forms something, and then I take that and just continue on once I find a direction. So it's kind of different, but that's how I paint too. I just put a canvas down and I don't know where I'm going. It just
Yeah.
comes out.
Sounds very impressionistic.
Yeah, it is.
Amy, have you changed your style? I mean, we've known her
Oh,
2
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Have you changed your style from 2-3 years ago to
Oh, I
today?
change my style every month.
Every painting. Huh?
Yeah, you know what? Like I had that one series with all the metal frames.
Yes.
I call them tapestries too. So I have a series of those, and they were good sellers for me. And so my style changes. I mean, people always say, Amy, you need to have a direction. You need to stay focused on what you're doing. I can't, because I'm too creative to not be able to put those juices into my paintings.
But isn't that what growth is?
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Otherwise, you stay stagnant. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you
I
and I
could-
would still
I-
be in a room,
Me
in
too.
a dark room.
Me too.
Sorry.
Really.
Yes, that's why I can't be a painter, because I would use a different crayon every day.
But you should.
I can't stay still. I mean, you saw today, I got TVs on one side, we're hanging another TV over here. I'm all over the place.
You've got more TVs. I can't.
I love it. So that little TV, I'm gonna put in the bathroom, and I'm gonna have an artist sketch stuck on the TV,
Okay.
so that way it looks like it's on.
Okay.
A 3-dimensional.
Okay.
And you know what the hell I'm talking about.
I was
Sounds
thinking,
good,
I was
though.
thinking of putting it over here
Oh well.
in my little makeup area.
No, what I want to do there
Uh-oh.
is you in the morning show, and it's supposed to be NBC, I think. They have makeup sections throughout the whole building. So you could be walking down the hallway, and there's a makeup piece there, and you sit there, and there's another one over there. So what I want to do is I want to put some lights over here with a high chair, so that, and then you put
like
some
a
makeup
makeup
stuff.
chair.
Yes, men and women. And children.
Absolutely.
But there got to be a high enough chair to do that. So I want to do that there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking, because to run a wire to the bathroom is something else, but maybe we could have a commercial in the bathroom.
Okay.
But then people won't leave the bathroom. That's the problem. I have.
No, I imagine they'd leave the bathroom eventually.
Eventually, after they see this 10-minute video.
They want to contemplate it. No? And
Contemplate
stay
it.
there
And
for
you
a
know
while.
something? We could put it on a thumb drive right in the bathroom.
That's what I'm
We
thinking.
can have the artist buy this.
Right.
We can put all our commercials and all of our sponsors loop in
In the
there.
bathroom.
That's right. We could do.
That's
You ever thought of doing scratch and sniff art?
Oh, and on that note, I think, Teddy, we're going to go to commercial break.
Why would you want to put scratch and sniff in the bathroom?
In the words of Freddie.
If anything, it's going to be very hard to smell anything.
That's a T-shirt. No, I'm talking
Hey,
about scratch and
Michelle.
sniff.
Hey,
Give us
congratulations.
a call, 888-994-4995. Look, the family's back again.
And the phones are working, and you'll be able to hear it on the speaker. Everything works.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
An old married woman.
Does your business MobiPop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services, or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
What's the phone number here?
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe. It is 888-994-4995. Our phone lines are open. Our OG is back in the house. Like everyone's home.
That's right. And I'm going to tell you something. We are doing a march of 10,000 victims. No, it's 10,000 clients. We are doing a march. We want 10,000 people for the year 2020. 1020. To sign up for the Moby Pop, and this section of the show is brought to you by Moby Pop. And we have a little card. Do you know that if you're watching this show and you get up close, you stop the film, and you get up close and you use your phone on this little thingamajig, it pops up the show.
Cool.
You get our whole Moby Pop.
Yes.
You can text CAFE, C-A-F-E, to 55312, and there it is right on the screen. Get all of our information. And we're working on the Cafe Press. Hopefully it's going out tomorrow or Wednesday.
I
So
don't
B is
say it
working
as
on that.
elegantly as you, but yes, whatever she said.
Yeah, I know. So text CAFE to 55312 and get all of our Moby Pop information, which is so much fun to unpack that Moby Pop box.
It is. You get a box. Where is this stuff? Where is,
You moved everything,
where is the stuff that Jeff brought us, the books?
in a way, in the warehouse.
I need that. I need that here.
But it's all good. We got a lot going on.
That's
But you realize that we are leaving a decade.
We're leaving again?
We are leaving
Oh.
a decade.
We are living in
Where
a
am I-
decade.
Think about where you were
10 years ago?
10 years ago.
What year was that? 2010?
1990.
2009.
2010.
Not a good time for me.
2010.
2009.
A very,
2009, 10 years ago.
Yeah, 2009.
that was
Halfway through my bachelor's.
that was a very bad year for me, 9 and 10.
Going into a new decade, right? We're going into
2020
the
is going
roaring
to be
20s.
a great year.
That's why I don't want to sit and wait for 20.
So we got to ask Michelle, what do you want to leave behind in 2019?
Leave behind. Think of the question.
And then what do you want to look forward to or grow in 2020?
No, that's easier. Do the behind first.
Okay, leave behind maybe some bad juju.
Your
Kind of
juju?
thing.
Or
Not
somebody
mine.
else's juju?
Somebody else's
You
juju.
can't leave somebody else's
That's
juju.
true.
Nah, you
That's
gotta
true.
do your own
That's true.
thing.
It's a tough question.
Yep.
It is a tough question. You leave behind, I think, the things that you would hope to change in your life, the things that you would hope to make better about yourself.
Let me ask you,
Interesting.
and I ask Amy, and I need to ask him, I know what he's going to say, and I'll ask you, do you feel you're the best at what you do?
I feel like I'm very good at what I do. I don't ever want to say I'm the best because there's always room for improvement.
Okay. Do you feel you're the best at what you do?
No, because I'm learning something every day and it makes me better. But I can't tell you I'm the best. I make a lot of mistakes, but I
Okay.
learn from them.
Okay. Do you feel you're the best at what you do?
I feel that there's always room for improvement, and you can do better every single day.
Yep.
And that's why you get up every day and say, I'm going to do better than what I did yesterday, or last
Okay.
week, or last year.
Okay.
So now that we start a new decade, a new year, let's do better than last decade. and better than
2020
last
is the
you know?
year. I feel like 2020 is
That's how
going
I
to
see it.
be.
This is the big one.
It is
It's
because
a strange time.
It's a strange time, but on the same end of things, like, look what's starting here. Look at the things we're talking about. I just got married, and everything is like,
Flourish.
yeah, everything
of course.
feels really
New,
good, and
new,
that it's
yeah.
coming into some better stage of things and some newer stage of things. And I just feel like the possibilities right now are endless.
But you see, the possibilities can only be brought by you. You
Right.
can make it happen. Don't wait for anybody
Oh, no,
else
no, no,
to
no,
make it
no.
happen
That's
for
why
you.
we all
You
talk
can
and
do
we
it.
all get together and we all
Right.
decide, like, what do we want to work on?
Right?
But let me ask you, are you the best at what you do?
My intent is.
Jesus Christ. Why can't anybody give me a straight yes or no? Are you the best at what you do?
It's kind of like it's a bit like. Oh, crap, yeah.
There's always more. There's always more to do.
There's room for
No.
improvement.
There's
There's always
always-
room to step up.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
We can hear you now.
Well, it's a bit like it's kind of like the whole Titanic situation. If you say you're the best, then that's kind of inviting the possibility to fail down the road.
Right.
If you stay humble and say, "Well, I'm really good at what I do," that basically gives you a little bit of wiggle room.
It gives you a parachute, is what you're telling me.
Oh, don't you want a parachute? Oh, don't you want a parachute too?
No.
You don't want a lifeline?
No.
Well,
I am the best at what I do. I am
No
the
more
best.
self-doubt.
What?
No more self-doubt.
Well, hold on a second. Teddy, you feel that what you do, you're the best at? You're the best at what you do?
Yeah.
You feel the best. You are the best.
At what I particularly do, yeah, I think so. I think that no one can do exactly what you do better than you can.
That's right.
No matter who.
Oh.
you
There
are.
ain't no doubt.
That's worded well.
That's good.
But
That's good.
there is no doubt. Do you understand that when you say there's always room for improvement, that wasn't even
That's
the
a
question.
negative. Yeah, it's a
That wasn't the
negative.
question. That wasn't what I asked.
Right, I hear you.
You're giving me the answer of what other people want you to answer. You are the best at what you do. Everybody else can come and try to match with you.
But they shouldn't. They should do what they
Doesn't
What
want.
they
matter.
do best.
But it
that's-
doesn't matter.
But he's
you
right.
are the best. There is nobody in this room that's better at what you do and you do and you do and you than you.
That
I
is
agree.
true.
You're 100% right, kid.
Yeah.
Because you are the best at what you do.
100% true.
The best. And if anybody ever tells you, that's on them. This is why Diane, that psychiatrist, came in here. She says, I don't care how you feel. I said, you're a shrink? She says, that's right. I'm being honest.
She says, I don't care how you feel if I tell you you're stupid.
That's right. I don't care. That's how you,
Did she?
because she's telling
Yeah,
me.
100%.
that
And
She's
you
telling
remember
me,
her, yeah.
she's telling
She
me
made
my,
an impact on
my
him.
feelings are my responsibility. So if you're going to spread it out, there's room for improvement. Of course. There's also room for failure. There's a parachute. I don't need a parachute. Man, go get yours.
You know, when we moved, we were going to take a lifeline and a parachute on a smaller space.
Remember that. And God said no.
And we were down to signing the lease the day before we were leaving our old space. And God said, nope, you're not taking this parachute. And we were so close. And then he says, if you're not going to take where I want you to go, I'm going to pull the rug out again. And God pulls the rug out again. And so finally, it's like a 2x4. He says, you will take this space. And here we are.
We came here 3
Because
times.
And
we kept saying, we're going to take that parachute. We're going to play it safe. We're going to not let people judge. You know what? And God said, no, this is where you're going. You know what? I say, God gave us this amazing space for a reason. So it is that
Yeah,
we now feel.
And the other thing is, if you feel you are the best, then 2020 will be the best.
Correct.
Do we
No, clearly.
fulfill the cup because it's half full? Do we think it's full? Because we think there's always room for improvement? You're going to add a little bit more to that cup? Think about
Yeah.
that.
And what you are able to
Baba,
do, sure.
you want that cup to spill over. I want it to drench the floor. I don't want to fill it. I
didn't we
wanna
do that
flow
last
for it.
time with the coffee?
That's right. And you see what happened?
And
Did you see what
That's
happened?
why I've got 10 mops, yes.
But did you see what happened the same day? We got a machine. I never have to touch coffee again.
Oh, there you
All I gotta
go.
do is hit a button, and it doesn't overflow. And all I gotta do is make sure it has water, right?
Exactly.
That's the hard part.
Dawn says, "Oh, we need flowers." Remember that day when
Oh,
she
yeah.
The guy shows up with flowers. We need new flowers. So she goes tomorrow, and there's a new flower person.
I went,
coming
I said, I
down.
need new flowers, and I was getting my hair done Saturday, and then this guy walks with orchids. I said, will you come set up? He said, I'll come to your home. I said, I don't want my home. Here's my studio. Here's my second studio. Here's my warehouse. He said, I'll come this week. So
I always
go.
believe that it's a meant to be thing. You know, I meet people, and there's a reason that I'm meeting them, and there's always some kind of passage that I find from it, and that's how I work to keep myself going, just by something's out there for a reason, and if I find it, it's meant to be.
Well, it's interesting because the Bible says that you have to learn to love you before you can do anything else. And I was watching. Oh, I wanted to ask before I tell you what I was watching. What is the #1 movie of the year for 2019?
that's a good question.
What is the #1 movie? It doesn't matter what was out there. What do you think in your head
Oh, okay.
was #1? What movie made the most impact on your life?
Superheroes.
Okay,
No,
if that's what you're.
What's the one that
We are
just-
superheroes.
Superheroes. There was about 5 of them, but
Frozen 2.
Godzilla, yours, okay.
Frozen 2.
Frozen 2. The kids animated movie. It
It
says
was,
a lot about
excellent.
I finally watched The Irishman. Like
Oh,
you were
that's-
telling me to.
yeah.
It was really great.
We
That
just
was
watched
good,
that
too.
the other night.
Yeah, I fell asleep at about like an hour left night to
That's
wake
a good
up and watch
movie.
the rest. It was great.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
The World According to Garp.
Now that movie
It's an old
is
school.
old.
I was a child. My family took me to see it when I was 12.
So you saw it this year. For you, that was the movie of the year. Okay, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. For you,
I don't remember what came out this year. Star is Born, was that 2019?
Oh, that was a great movie. That was very impactful, especially the ending.
Star is Born.
There was also a movie called Boy Forgotten or something.
Forgotten
like
Boy.
Yeah, that Joyce and I watched. That
another
was
good movie.
very powerful.
How about for you?
For me, it's A Star is Born, and I watched it last night for the 5th time.
Oh, wow.
I love that movie.
Me too.
And
How
that-
many movies did you watch this weekend? Because you were in bed all week.
I go
How many movies did you watch?
I go to the movies every week.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Every weekend.
Okay.
I got gift certificates, you name it,
You see it.
I see it. I love the movies. I love the popcorn. I love the whole thing. I go and I talk to people. I buy them popcorn. Everybody has a ball with me in the movies. But A Star Is Born is important because it meant to me that if you don't love yourself, you got nothing. Nothing. It doesn't make a difference what you got in life. It doesn't make a difference how much you paint like the greatest artist in the world. Because if you don't put you into what you do,
Right.
it doesn't count. So that's why when people ask you, are you the best? Shh. Of course I'm the best. You are talking to the best. And you bring it. And you feel it. And when other people feel it, watch what happens.
Yeah,
But Freddie,
that's awesome.
from a friend to a friend, 2019 is gone.
Gone.
More or less. You know what? You have to let go what Diana told you a couple of weeks ago. Please. Because you bring it every single time. We have to talk to Diana.
I think
and say,
I
you
think
impacted him.
that was brilliant.
Diana Guzman, yes, we need to
You
get
have to
her
let it go.
back.
Not a lot of people can say something that I haven't heard that have
Okay.
impressed me. She sat right there and said it right to my face. And you know something? She's right.
Now, let me share a Colombian tradition for December 31st. It's called muñeco. Muñeco is a doll.
A doll.
And what it is they make dolls, any size you want. And they make it with cloth and paper and cardboard and stuff. And they put a list of things that they want to go from the previous year. Let's say 2019. I didn't like this relationship. I didn't like that I got hurt or I got this pain or somebody died. And they put it in the doll, and at midnight, they burn it. It's called
Oh, yeah.
muñeco. They burn the muñeco. It's a doll.
Wow.
And they put a little bit of petroleum, gasoline. They don't do it in this country because it's a fire safety too. However, so
I feel it's like
and they
a
put
voodoo doll.
fireworks
Yeah.
and crackers
But
and all
you
that
could
stuff.
do the same thing. One of the things that Joyce and I have done at one of her seminars is it's drop the rock, which is the same thing. You write something on the rock that you need to let go of,
Right.
and you toss it.
Also, let it go.
Yep.
So it's
So
so
please.
it's a little less fire hazardy, and you could probably write more than one thing on the rock, but it's the same concept. Is
Yeah,
you
the
could
first
just
thing you
do
need to
that.
write is Diane called me a stupid. Burn it, Freddie.
You see, but it doesn't bother me. You're taking it the wrong way. I don't care what
Okay,
she.
I don't
it
wanna
doesn't
hear
matter.
anymore,
And
Freddie.
I've been called stupid all my life.
And you
It's
didn't
a
answer my
difference.
question. How many movies did you watch this weekend?
About 40.
Oh my God.
This weekend.
Since 6 o'clock on Friday night, I started all the way to Sunday last night to 2 in the morning.
Oh my.
Jesus.
I had a computer watching movies. I had my phone and I
So
had
what's
TV.
the best movie you watched this weekend?
Star is Born. I watched it again.
Good movie. Great.
It's a good
I
movie.
watched that one, but I saw morning show. I saw 2 episodes of that. That's 2 hours right there. I saw so many. There's another one that says From the Heart, which is a movie about gays or when the HIV epidemic started. And that movie, I'm gonna tell you something right here.
Yeah.
I could not keep my eyes from doing this. How important life is and how brittle it can be. And it taught me a lesson. But that From the Heart on HBO is another grand, fantastic movie. But now that I got Apple TV, I got
You like
Roku,
it?
I got everything. Are
You
you
like
kidding
Apple
me?
TV? Huh?
Netflix was a pain because I had to do it from my phone. I don't gotta do that no more. I go boop, and then you talk to the controller.
Really? Okay.
Yes, her name is Girly.
Girly.
I said, Girly, put on Apple TV.
Her name is Girly.
Yes.
Is that a customized name?
Yes.
You select the name that you want to give?
Yes, because I was cursing and then they picked up Girly.
Special. Future is now.
The future is now.
Future is now.
You now
There
have the
you go.
ability to actually give Alexa a different name than Alexa.
That's right.
Girly.
Girly. I was a millennial, and I love having fun. One of the problems living with me, Michelle will tell you this, is that Friday to Sunday was a nonstop party. I used to send people on beer runs, food runs, just keep running, keep bringing, and people that I didn't even know used to show up at the house. It becomes an issue after a while because you never have any privacy, right?
Correct.
And that's why God created death, so you could be quiet, 6 feet
That's a
under.
good reason.
Were you
You're
upset
a little-
about
you're a
the
little
results
nuts.
for college football? There were 2 fantastic games on Saturday.
Did you see that second
Oh,
game?
Fantastic
Clemson
game.
and Ohio State. What's the
Fantastic
second
game. Fantastic game.
Ohio State bites the bullet again.
Yep.
So who do you like, Clemson or
Actually,
LSU?
I like LSU. That quarterback. I mean, look at the score. Look at the damage that they did to Oklahoma. It's like, so when you think about being the best, there were the 4 best quarterbacks in football.
Those are number 1,
And I
2,
really
3, 4,
believe
yeah.
the best quarterback right now is the one for LSU.
Now, did you hear the story away from football that happened before the game at LSU?
Well, I was going to say that I'm watching the news Sunday morning, and I got emails, and I'm on the phone, I'm watching TV, and all of a sudden you get all this horrible news. Now, the delivery, the reporter, he says, and 5 people were stabbed at this Hanukkah celebration, and 5 people went down in an airplane. And I'm thinking, did I really just hear what I think I heard? Because there was no facial expression, there was no impact, there was no emotion. It went story to story to story, and I thought, are we serious? Is this really what we're dealing with in this time of
But
year?
you want to share that what happened to the coach of LSU?
His daughter-in-law,
Lost his daughter-in-law
yes, that's
before
what
the
I'm saying.
game, right before they were on
In
their
a
way.
plane crash.
They were on there. It was a 16-year-old kid. His birthday was the next day he died. They were on their way to the game, and the plane crashed. And she was a sports commentator.
Oh, my word.
So he told the people that brought the news to him not to tell his team.
Wow.
And they told that quarterback after the game that he lost the girl. He cried like a baby. They didn't know what to do. And let me tell you how irresponsible ESPN and everybody else is. Instead of asking him off the air, why ask him at all, first of all? He says, oh my God, nobody told me that. And it was the most awkward thing. The 3 of them are standing around, we're sorry we delivered this news in front of 85 million people?
Bad
Come
judgment.
on now.
Right.
See, and that's the thing. That's why this business we're in sometimes, it's not about the heart, it's about the story. And that is where you and I differ and where you and I measure success differently. Because for us, it's always about the heart and the compassion and the story. And it's not always about what, the rating, as we sure know, it's not about the rating. It's about sharing feelings.
Well, you got to be responsible when it comes to ratings, because you saw that they had, again, in Texas, where guns seem to be made, they had somebody with a gun, and everybody in the church attacked the guy with the gun.
Yeah.
What
Giving
about the
service,
stabbing
giving
at the
community.
Hanukkah party? And I mean, come on.
The stabbing at the Hanukkah party is interesting. Today on the news, they had I never knew that New York City got a new police commissioner. Have you seen this guy? No. He's brand new. He's only been on the job a month.
Wow.
He looks like a Harvard graduate. He sits there and says, yes, tonight we will all be safe. He looks like he don't look like a cop. I mean, the old guy was like with the broken nose to the left, and he's like,
Couple of cuts
I'm
in
gonna
the
tell you
eye."
something. You come to my city, you gonna pay. You don't get that feel. You don't get that whole fear. And Moby Pop is in the house.
Looking elegant as always.
We need your help in the Moby Pop business and stuff.
Actually, let's give Jen a mic. We're going to ask her the same question since you walked in.
That's right. You're on the spot now.
You're on the spot.
All right.
What do you want to leave behind in 2019?
Oh, what do I want
2019.
to leave behind?
Yes. Leave behind, not jump ahead.
Is her mic on?
Yes, it's
That's a great question. I honestly don't think anything, actually.
Yeah,
I'm just so excited about 2020, and I was very excited about 2019, so it's all good stuff.
So you don't have anything you want to forget
No.
about?
Mm-mm.
Nothing you
No,
wanna
never.
burn?
I never want to forget about all that stuff. I just want to move forward and take my lessons and go forward.
And the most important question of the day, which was the most impactful #1 movie that you saw in 2019? Doesn't have to be the movie of the year. Which is the most impactful for you?
No, I didn't watch any movies.
Not one single movie?
Not really, no.
She's too busy rating.
I still
Yeah.
maintain that Godzilla King of All Monsters was the best.
I haven't been to the movies in forever. That's not really a thing I do, is movies.
But I think 2020, we've all had, everyone in this room, if you look around the amount of change that has happened for every single one of us in this room, it's like, boom.
Massive.
If you just look,
What's a boom?
Moby Pop has moved, and you have your own incredible space that I can't wait to see. You're married, and you're moving on to new, bigger, and better things. We've got DJ with us now, who is on a whole new career of passion.
Yes, he scares me.
Amy is back to where she started, but on all new ideas. Captain is getting funding, and she has a home, and she is feeling great.
That's an outrageous ride that she's on.
We have what we have, and it goes beyond words. And our crew, only they know, but the growth that we've had with Teddy in the past year, when she came a year ago and held up a sign and said, "This segment brought to you by Moby Pop."
You
And
remember
now
that?
she runs everything.
That was last year, wasn't it?
No, that was January.
That was in January. She's
Of
been with
last
us
year.
almost a year, yep.
It's really funny because
And Hector, he's going to work on a new open with us. He's got his master's degree and so much growth. It's just remarkable.
it is, and you look forward to again that little room off the top. But the bottom line is, now the other question: what do you want to accomplish in 2020?
like world domination, is that a thing?
Excellent.
Thank you, Hector's on board.
Top of the mountain for
That's
you.
right.
She's been playing that game all week.
But did you qualify?
Yes,
Yes, there you go.
I did.
World
How
domination.
long does it take you to get that good that you qualified?
Well, so for people who don't know, I play a game called World of Warcraft, and I'm a rated battleground player. So if you don't play enough, you have to keep your rating up so you can enter tournaments, which I've done in the past. But 2019, I spent so much time building MobiPop, so I had to spend yesterday and Saturday getting requalified for rating.
Amazing.
And this is by a point total? Is that the way it works?
It's by win and total and your what's called your IO score, which is your gear score.
And in January, we're going to have
Just lost the entire room.
next networking event.
I know, you're with
Pop.
me.
Is that why you went to
Dying.
California with your husband to
Yeah.
do that whole?
Yep.
Hector, maybe you
BlizzCon?
can make Jen like we talked about
Listen.
making me and Jen avatars, but we can be in our own game.
That would, well,
Wait, I want to be in that
You want to
game.
be Hector? Can you make us like an avatar? Can we have a whole video game for us?
the assets, but I can't do the coding.
I can do the coding.
There you go. Well done.
No, they want.
know.
No,
Wow.
That's hilarious.
We'll talk. One of the reasons I started coding was to do video game coding, but I didn't have the design background that you have, and I couldn't.
Can
It
you
didn't
imagine
work.
if we could be a video game?
oh, God help.
How cool would that be?
How cool! Me, Jen,
need more,
you, all
Anyway,
of
so
us.
she wants to do what she would like to do is a comic strip. Remember on the Sundays, on Saturdays, you used
Oh,
to get
yeah.
the
Wait,
comics?
I can climb mountains as an avatar. I can do all kinds
You
of
can
stuff.
use
can
your
swim
wand and
underwater for
shoot
like
things
ever.
out and shoot
Right.
fairy pixie dust out of the
There you
wand
go.
and turn people.
I would
kind.
say something pixie dust coming out of somewhere else. Listen, close your eyes.
Boy brain.
Close your eyes and then you climbed it.
That's pretty awesome. I think we should strive to do that. What do you think, Hector?
So,
Well, we had to come with the GDC, but
thank you.
It's true.
We've got Jen. Jen's got to work around. All right, Amy, how can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and you can find me at Artist Alley, and my address is on everything. So,
What's
Amy
the
Reshevsky.
Facebook?
at the Art of Amy Reshevsky.
And Michelle, where are you?
I am on Facebook as Contemporary Masterpieces, as Michelle Cancro, and as the new gallery, Chase Edwards Gallery in Delray Beach in Pineapple Grove.
And soon to be the curator of Studio 13.
And if you have a hotel that's just opening up in Boca, it has 100 rooms.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to have someone like these two young ladies go out there and display art, because every room needs a little piece of art, doesn't it?
That's
true. Absolutely.
Every room needs art.
room.
Everyone.
I mean, if you wanted to be successful, you want to be smart in the game.
Ready? We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Reboot Wellness Cruise. Let's go into 2020 with a new cruise. Stay tuned, 888-994-4995, and we'll be right back.
Dr. Lee of Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic with the PhD in neuroscience. Her practice in acupuncture helps hormone balancing, total relaxation, diabetes, and inflammation. For additional questions or to schedule a free consultation, call Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic at 617-817-1910. Acupuncture and Chinese herbs are very effective in treating many ailments and diseases and have been used for thousands of years in China. Call today for your free consultation at 617-817-1910.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. and why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Hey, I'm Tony Twyman, creator of the Reboot Wellness Cruise 2020. I invite you to join us as we set sail on the Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line's Grand Classica, January 18th through the 20th, for 2 days filled with active lifestyle, healthy nutrition, and virtual wellness. The goal is to get you to experience a vibrational spiritual shift by helping you develop internal balance, sustainable alignment, community, and execution for a healthy, happy life. Walls become doors and mountains move when you understand what you can accomplish. Call 954-998-3284 for more information or visit rebootcruise.com. Join our community by sailing with us to experience a new decade, new you. Again, 954-998-3284 or visit rebootcruise.com. Come sail with us.
As we age, our stem cells decline in their ability to heal our bodies. Imagine a patch that could activate your stem cells and reset them to a younger, healthier state. No supplements, nutrients, or drugs enter your body. Activate your stem cells with this patented phototherapy. Benefits include the support of wound healing, rapid pain relief, increased energy, better sleep, reduced stress, sharper mental focus, and an overall feeling of youthful vitality. When you're at your best, you experience the world differently. Contact us at 561-929-1627. For a free consultation to help you feel your best, activate your own stem cells with this affordable patented phototherapy. Call today, 561-929-1627.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your branding specialist with Promo Stuff For You. So we're entering the new year. By now everybody has gotten their corporate gift, so this time of year generally is quiet with the exception of marketing departments trying to figure out what they're going to do for 2020. So it's really important that a company figures out and does proper planning throughout the year as to what type of marketing they want to do. At Promo Stuff For You, I love being able to sit down with a client and figuring exactly what they want to do, when they want to do it, and time it with the various events that they might have coming up.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Does your business Moby Pop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
Hi, my name is Leslie Carmen, and I'm the founder from Carmen Care Laser here in Boca Raton. We've done so many treatments. We've treated people with severe back pain, knee pain. If your pain has been there for so many years, often we just have a tendency to just believe that we're not going to get better.
I had a bad injury with my knee, my left knee, and it is amazing after just 3 treatments. And even after the first treatment, I could tell a huge difference.
We'd love to invite you to come see us and be a part of that. Thank you.
And we're back.
And
How come you guys don't ring your bells, man?
I wasn't ready, man. You was a little premature.
Never say premature on the air. But anyway,
Get out of my head.
welcome back to the show. Nice first hour. Good
Teddy
friend.
didn't want to interrupt us because we're having such an intense conversation, she said.
Who said?
Teddy.
Where'd she go?
Well, she wanted to interrupt us with the mailbox because we were having such an intense conversation.
Oh,
But we're going into 2020 with a lot of new things, and we're good.
Got in?
And the amazing thing is when you look back, and we'll ask Tony also, you look at 2019, and as you're going through the year, you've got these hurdles and these emotions and all these things that you think, oh my God, I can't breathe. I can't be having a heart attack every day, all day. This doesn't make sense. And then you get through it and you look back and you go, wow, you know what? We're all here. We're all relatively healthy. We're all moving along. Maybe it wasn't so bad, and we keep going. What is wrong with our brains?
Our brains? What? Oh, is that we got grouped into this? Our brains are fine. How was yours?
I got 6 mops. I got cleaning cloths.
Can I ask you, do you guys buy mops? Why does Dawn buy 6 mops?
I can't find one that works.
I take advantage of the mop that's there.
There's nothing wrong with that mop.
I
What's
cannot
wrong with
find
the
one
mop?
that works. I'm
It
telling you, my
works.
brain. Fernando walks in. He says, "What are you doing?" I'm trying to mop with the broom. Is what I was trying to do. I couldn't even quite figure that out.
got
but
mail.
I look back at 2019, and it was great. It was bumpy when we went through it. There were some great things when we went through it, but we all came out at the other side saying, "You know what? It was a good year. We're moving into 2020. If we can actually say that."
Did you hear that?
What?
We got mail.
You've got mail.
We got mail. Michelle, you going to talk to Amy, and
No.
she's going to be part of joining us. Is she? Yes. If you can fill her in on how to do that.
We have mail. You know, we have a little mailbox here that if you send in your business card, we'll give a free promo on the air. Oh, this is Brandy the cow.
Is that her name?
That's what I call her. Promo
Better than
stuff
girly.
for you. You don't like
Promo
girly?
stuff.
Promo stuff for you is actually Jeff Greenberg, who has a F Up Nights gig, which we're not allowed to say the full word.
True that.
But he did some nice stuff with us, and he has a commercial I heard also on there, right? Yeah, why don't you put it up? But just don't play the sound, and we'll talk over it. And he has promo stuff, and he gave us a book that could be worked as a New Year present for businesses. Forget about Christmas, that's done.
It
Hanukkah,
charges your phone. It does everything.
Yes, except I don't know where mine went.
I'll get
But
it for you.
you could give this out to business people, right? It's a beautiful gift. Charges your phone. You just put your phone on top, and it charges it.
Yep.
And it has a little Ethernet stuff. So if you wanna charge with a friend, you can go to Starbucks or come here and get a cup of coffee. You put yours on top, and the friend charges it.
So, you know, I'm a big believer of New Year's gifts over Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa gifts.
What?
I'd rather give somebody a New Year's gift to go
Yes.
into 2020 than Christmas, Hanukkah gifts.
I have to admit that's a little
And
problem.
why you say, Tom, would you prefer to do that as the avid questionnaire
I get
that
it.
you are?
None of
Actually,
us
kinda
say
makes
why.
sense. Actually makes sense.
It makes sense. Why do you think?
Well, because culturally, others, I always said culture. I mean, other cultures do that too, and it actually does kind of make more sense because it's the new year, and you want to celebrate it, and you want to bring in some positivity.
I love that Hector understands my mind.
I understand most of your mind.
That's just
terrifying.
That just scares
it's a
me more.
terrifying ability. I wish I didn't have it.
It is an interesting skill that you have, Hector, I must say.
I must say, Hector, you have plenty of interesting skills.
But yes, I can answer my questions. I can ask them. I can move on to the next one. I can segue. I can hold a conversation by myself.
And most of the time you do. 561-870-7010. Give Jeff a call. Hit 1 after it says, please, who do you want to talk to? It's Jeff Greenberg with PromoteStuffForYou.com. Check it out. Thank you for playing. All right.
Any kind of branding material you're looking for, the mugs are spectacular, the cowbells. We've got our coffee machine out in the other room. He does the logos. He did our logo here on the wall, and more to come with that. Isn't this a great mug?
Betsy the cow.
I thought her name was Brandy.
It depends on the minute of the show.
I think we should be putting brandy in it. How about that?
That's what happens. You know something? You got a good memory. You must be in like mentally, physically good shape.
I'm feeling very fantabulous.
Fantabulous.
Getting ready for New Year's?
Yes, I'm going to watch a lot of football the next 2 days, but yeah, getting ready for the new year.
Next 2 days,
the new decade, the new cruise. Yeah.
The bowls start already?
The bowls have been going on since last week.
I know, but I find them boring.
Yeah, I started high noon on Saturday. Penn State, big victory.
They won.
Yep. And then, of course, LSU dominated, and Ohio State got a little slighted, but I'm a big Big Ten guy.
Yeah. First of all, you know LSU's going to win this thing hands down.
I figured as much. Yeah.
The question is, how big is the score going to be? Clemson is good, but they are not in the class.
They can score a lot of points, too.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think Ohio State should have beat them.
Yeah, that's true, but that doesn't mean they can't score a lot of points.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be. I think that the NFL, the Patriots, they lost to the Dolphins.
I can't even believe that.
I was
That's
dying.
a strategy. Guys.
It had to have been a strategy. It had to be done on purpose for something.
Why? They want to go on the road? Oh, no. They want to go.
So they got a home game this weekend, I believe, but they usually would have a week off to get their bodies all healed up. So now they got to play right away. Brady's 55 years old, so who knows how that's going to go. He's 42, but it's close enough.
Oh.
Dog years.
Dog years.
Listen, the way I see it, and you know I'm a New England fan, but the coach for the Miami Dolphins came from New England. So Bill Belichick probably said, you know something, let's give this coach again so they can sign him again for next year. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So because they came here, New England came here and beat them 42-43 to nothing. Miami goes to New England and loses it, you know.
They've
so,
kind of found themselves in the last 8 weeks.
Now the interesting thing is that now New England is going to wait for the Titans to play there this weekend, and the coach for the Titans play for Bill Belichick for 3 years. He had 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
I'm going to give you a real short explanation.
Yes, sir.
When you don't have receivers to hold on to the ball, or anybody to throw the ball to, it just goes to show. Even Joe Namath said, when I throw the ball and you don't catch it, the play's over.
Did you see, my friend? Antonio Brown signed with New England temporarily, and they let him go.
One game.
Yeah, one game. And everybody was picking on New England. Why? Now he's thinking to go to the Saints. He had a game there, and nobody is saying anything. Because when it comes to New England, everybody picks on the team. You know, New England, whatever they do, they are no good. And
they cheat. Not that they're no good, they cheat.
Everybody cheats.
The Yankees cheat. The Houston Astros. Do you remember?
If you ain't cheating, you
the
ain't
Boston
trying.
Red Sox too.
You know,
Roger Clemens, remember him?
Everybody, Clemens, another cheater. What about Bonds? Home run king.
Exactly.
Bonds, cheater.
Everybody cheats.
Right?
They get caught.
They're trying hard.
All cheaters. But when you get caught, is the only time you can call me a cheater.
You know, I'm kind
Listen,
of
Nixon
more
will
and
take.
more discussions of sports, the more I agree with my uncle. The sport should be like pro wrestling. Technically, everything is fixed, but it's more fun because at least now you know the games are more passionate.
Well, I don't think the NFL is fixed, but I do think.
Really?
No, I don't think it's fixed.
Really?
Really? The NFL is not fixed.
Any of the games?
No.
None of them.
None of them.
There are teams that let down their guard and then you beat
You
them.
think the Dolphins are terrible just because they're terrible? I'm
But
kidding.
you gotta. Let me tell you something.
They
The
are.
Dolphins beat them, and who beat the Patriots last week?
See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Who beat the Patriots last week?
I don't know.
Huh?
We have a very.
Well, they lost with Houston.
They lost more games.
They lost
and,
4 games.
and you got a 42-year-old quarterback.
No, but he's
And I don't feel bad for them. Listen, I don't care. The Patriots can get buried. They still won 12 games, man.
They're the Patriots, is all I can tell you.
Mhm.
Their success is how do you measure success? And I want to ask you as we go into 2020, because I'm changing the subject, as I do so
I know
eloquently.
she hates football. Yes.
What traditions, we heard about Colombian traditions for New Year's. We heard
Correct.
about the doll, the burning of the doll. I kind of feel it's very voodoo-ish. Anything in Puerto Rico?
Yes.
The drink.
No, you
Because I think we should do them all tomorrow.
New Year's Day at midnight, you go to the beach. You have a shot of Bacardi, and you face away from the ocean. Your back is to the ocean. And you contemplate all the things you want to let go. So exactly what you asked before. What do you want to say goodbye to?
You walk backwards?
And you walk backwards 7 times into the ocean.
7 steps.
Yep. And you hold hands. I did this in Puerto Rico. My God, I don't remember how many years ago. And the whole island of Puerto Rico in San Juan, I couldn't even see the end of the line. It was the most weirdest thing I've ever done.
Does it have to be Bacardi?
Well, they gave me a shot of Bacardi, so I'm assuming.
Can we
okay.
do vodka?
Okay.
All right. Tony?
I just like to eat black-eyed peas. Black-eyed peas.
Does that really
Are you
work?
from Texas?
I'm from Ohio,
I
but I
thought
got a
that
lot
was
of
from New
country in my
Orleans.
family, so
Teddy?
I'll be eating peas tomorrow.
I don't have anything for New Year's Eve.
Nothing? No traditions?
No tradition?
Go with that.
Hector? Any traditions?
Well, there's a tradition in Dominican Republic called.
You gotta turn your mic on, otherwise you can't hear you. Say again?
Wrong button. There's a tradition in Dominican Republic called Doce Uvas, which is eating 12 grapes.
Yes, I've seen that. 12, 7, 9. Everybody has a
One for
freaking
every
number.
year, right?
Well, I never heard one for every month.
Yeah, my mother did
I'm
that.
every month.
My mother
I never really got why. Don't really like grapes, but it's fun. But it was fun.
Maybe it's a sweetness thing. I don't know.
I was in a party one year for New Year's Eve, and all these people have different traditions, just like we are saying here. So some people began with the green grapes, 12 of them, so it's plates. Then they start to eat lentil soup.
That's another one. In
Another
the Jewish and the Italian tradition, lentil soup is supposed to be
Right.
a lot.
And then somebody said, I have to go to my car. And they get empty suitcases.
I
And
heard
they
that
had
one.
to walk around the block with the empty suitcases. I say, what is all of this for? They say, because I want to travel next year. And this is going to open a lot of the travel stuff. So I checked with them years later. I said, did it work? He said, no, I haven't gone anywhere. So maybe it's something wrong. So I don't know. Whatever, it's a tradition. It's what you want to do yourself. And you can make it happen.
It's funny because my ex-wife said, take your suitcases and walk out. I never came back. And boy, did I travel.
Happy New Year to you, too.
Your resolution. I'm out of here.
I got mugged.
Moses.
They took my suitcases.
Well, if you take your suitcases, you can go on the Reboot Cruise on January 18th. Coming up. It's right around the corner.
And I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to go to Reboot because I'm pretty sure everybody's going to party this year.
Why?
Because the new year, from all indications that I've heard, is going to be a lot of bigger than because it's a new millennium. Millennium?
Decade.
New decade. And everybody wants to bring it in. There are people that are going to be on top of buildings holding signs to the people up there.
See, these are the kind of moments where I just try to lay low and let everybody do their thing, and I'll just fly underneath the radar.
They're all going to need to be rebooted.
But
Yes.
this is exactly why this Reboot Cruise
Yeah.
is so
Yeah.
amazing. The
Yeah.
Reboot Wellness Cruise. It's about rebooting new you, new year, new 2020, new everything.
I'm very excited. We have lots of
you.
goodness for folks that are coming to change any particular aspect of their life. We have something literally for everyone on this boat. So, yeah, it's going to be a new decade, new year.
We're really excited because last week you were on and we talked about, oh my gosh, what he's going to talk about is incredible. The mindset, the food, besides going away for 2 days, 2 nights, you've got seminars on changing your mindset, making these things to come to fruition. I think the biggest thing with New Year's resolutions is, I know, they never work. You make it last for like a week or two. January 7th, it's over. And then you're back to where you started. But this really helps change your mindset because if you don't change your mindset, how are you going to keep that resolution going?
For things to change, you have to change. And we want to get folks the element that they need to be in, which is just, that sea air, just being captivated at sea. They're literally a captive audience. So they have nothing to do but concentrate on themselves, have fun, first and foremost, but literally let's figure out where you're stuck. And we have some big-time experts that are going to be able to help with that on the boat.
So the goal is to see where we're all stuck. Everyone's stuck in a different place.
What,
We're all-
the-
yes. Yes.
You want to come in? Come here. Go sit.
We've got doors coming every which way.
Now, the interesting thing about this Reboot Cruise is that you're taking stock in yourself because you're paying to go on a cruise.
Yep.
So it's going to be more effective because, hey, this is you.
you're investing in yourself,
Yeah.
and that's the best investment that you can make.
Isn't that interesting?
And you want to be healthy, so you're going to take it more seriously. You know, the biggest thing about losing weight, getting healthy, is that you stop. You know, you do it for a year, I'll give you 2 tops, and then you stop. Unless your life depends on it. And
Thank
then
you.
all of us, that's right.
And that is very true too, because in my early 20s, I had some very serious stomach issues, and that's why I don't eat meat. I had to completely change my diet 100%. And so people say, like, you eat so healthy, you eat blah, 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 blah. I had to. I had to change it because I was in the hospital 4 or 5 times. I changed my diet 100%, and that's part of why I'm not overweight. But it was a complete change of mental state. to
Change
have-
your mindset. And in your 20s, that's young to have to do that, right? Because
Oh,
you
yeah,
think you're
'cause
invincible in your 20s.
Exactly, which is why I ended up in the hospital 4 or 5 times. And finally it was like, all right, you can't be this stupid. You actually have to do something about this and make a huge change. And that's what I did.
And it's funny because sometimes you need to be shown, this Reboot Cruise will show you the correct way of making decisions, not the wrong way. Sometimes we pick the wrong way. I mean, that's what happened to me. We picked the wrong way of getting healthy, and it doesn't work. I mean, you saw those pictures that Michelle sent. Wow. I saw those. I must have weighed 289 pounds in those days. And they were making fun of me. Oh, why are you wearing the same clothes? Yes, Gio, I'm putting it out there. Why are you wearing the same clothes? Because I didn't have any. Nothing fit. Okay, it was a whole lot of Freddie. Whole lot of Freddie. And I used to coach. It wasn't like I wasn't.
You
out
look, and I
there.
have to say this, and I
Older.
wish we had the pictures
No,
to
we
show,
don't. No, we
but
don't.
we're not going to.
No, we're not.
Now, at this age, and it's many years later because your children are grown, you look, thank goodness, so much healthier and so much better. It's remarkable that when you were that young and you were that heavy, you were living life, but I don't know how'd you feel?
I didn't feel good at all, but I just kept eating. Okay, I had the Freddie diet, you know, nobody, but I didn't have anybody to tell me, listen, this isn't the way you want to do this. This is the way, give this a shot, give this a shot, and this is why this cruise is so exciting, because it gives you that shot.
So about 12 years ago, I saw a lot of things happening in my family. So I started taking little baby steps that even to this day, I see back in 2007, some of the beginning times of things that I was doing to improve my own health preventatively is working. And so if you just don't look at this as a quick little sprint, I'm just going to do this the first 2-3 weeks of 2020 and then get frustrated. Look at it as literally the rest of your life, and you want to be fulfilled, you want to be happy, you want to be full of meaning throughout that time, you want to be of service. Let's all do that together on the Reboot Wellness Cruise. Let's get the blueprint. There's going to be great coaches. There's going to be folks that can just lead you right down the path of success. And whatever you consider success to be, whether it's mentally, spiritually, or physically, we have somebody for you on the boat. And that's what's exciting for me, is just
Very cool.
There's a full team. There's no one that can't get satisfied on the Reboot Wellness Cruise.
I love that, to live a life full of meaning. That's, I think, should be our tagline of the year. Because if we don't have a meaningful life, right, we can go through the stages, we can be in relationships or toxic relationships, as Teddy says, and get rid of them. We should have a meaningful life, right? Isn't that why we're all here? Or are we all here for everybody else? And this cruise makes you here for you. And back to where you say, if you don't love you, you can't be there for everybody else. You got to love you. You have to find meaning in your life. All of these things.
And it's funny because we meet a whole, he's going to close the door because it's drilling, yes. There's a whole bunch of people that we meet in our business, just like you. And we ask them to come on here, and we talk about delivery. We talk about the importance of, we sort of share and network and learn something and things of that nature. It's like when Connecticut, we haven't seen her in I don't know how many years. And she says, my God, every time I see you guys, I learn something about herself. But this is what this opportunity also is going to create. You know, the Reboot whole concept in itself, putting it on a boat, it's remarkable. Because you got a captive audience. Yeah. They are going to capture your mentality to make you say, listen, I mean, you could say no and opt out. They're not gonna scream at you for doing that. But why would you invest that kind of money in yourself and not do it?
So you have to put your own oxygen mask on first. And that's what we're going to allow folks to do. Just come and take care of you, and then you can take care of those around you.
Are you going to have a part on releasing guilt?
Well, we have India Paulino is going to do a presentation on fear and resistance, which she kind of relates to the ego. So I guess the answer to that would be yes.
I like it, but I
Guilt.
think guilt, because it's like we talked about earlier. When you're single, you can do you. When you're in a couple, you can still kind of do you. It's when your family and everything grows that your responsibility grows. And then the guilt of, I can't do me so much because now I've got all of this. What happens? You eat too much, life changes, stress builds, you've got heart conditions, and then you go, it's time to do me again. But now you've had all this guilt of all these other things of life that have happened, the resistance to change, the fear of what happens if I take this
If you
step.
give this time
can
to
I?
myself, do I take that time away
Right?
from somebody else?
And it is totally changing the mindset. It's not just about losing weight.
So you
Right?
have
This cruise is not just about losing
no.
weight.
This is not about
That's
weight.
what I want
This
people to
is-
realize that.
This is about mind, body, and soul. This is literally letting go of childhood trauma. I mean, we're trying to take it back to the umbilical cord. So whatever you've dealt with, whether you were 4 years old, 1 year old, 2 months old, 30 years old from a divorce, whatever it is that you've dealt with, yeah, there's guilt, but if you don't take care of number one, how are you going to take care of everybody else in your household or everyone else in your congregation? You got to take care of you first. That's where it starts. You're
That's
the core.
heavy.
You're the center.
You know, that's a heavy concept. I didn't even realize that. That's heavy. And you're going back and talk about tragedies. You're talking about deaths. You're talking about, you ever notice, I mean, I'm 57. I still remember when my grandfather died, that whole day, what it smelled like, what it was like. He had a big impact.
Wow.
He died in my arms. I was 12. And that changed my whole life. Watching that movie From the Heart, it was HIV, about how those people died. My cousin Tata, Paula, I forgot all about that. She died in my arms with AIDS. She melted away from, and all she wanted to do was feel touch. That affected me for the rest of my life. All she wanted. So this is pretty heavy stuff. You're gonna go back and find out what's making people go in a different direction. Is that what?
Absolutely. Yeah. There's going to be counselors on board. There's going to be health coaches on board. We have everyone. We're spiritual advisors. We have a little bit of everything for this boat as it pertains to the spirit, the soul. But, you know, of course, the body. We have nutrition products. We have, you know, methods to try to help you become healthier. We have a vegan athlete who's going to come on and talk about inflammation and recovery. So wherever you are in your life, there's going to be someone on that boat. But the biggest thing about that, too, is once you come and take care of yourself, you can go back and spread that ripple effect.
Yeah.
You can go back and tell everybody you got to be on that ship the next time they do this, because now you're going to go back and serve other folks. It's just creating that goodness out there, and that's what I'm trying to do.
And this is all included in the
525.
That includes all of the coaching. This includes your food. This includes the seminars. It includes your room. It includes everything.
Everything, and we're going to have a little fun on the island of Nassau as well. We're going to be in the Bahamas and do a little island yoga, do some plant-based food demonstrations. So we're going to have a lot of fun.
And the ship leaves from the port of
Port of Palm Beach, January 18th. We board at noon on Saturday the 18th.
18th through the 20th. It sounds spectacular.
It's amazing.
I know Teddy says no psychoanalysis on this show, but
Well, you know, health is about what's going on upstairs anyway.
well, if you look back at those pictures that you showed me
Okay,
today,
enough with the pictures.
and then, but wait, I'm not going to show the pictures. And then you sit and you tell us everything you told us. If you don't think all of these had an impact on that, on where you are at that point in your life, everything does. But
I
you don't
tell you.
realize it at the time. You don't even realize, and that's the thing. And very few people are going to say, at 4 years old, this is what happened to me, and this is why I'm the way I am. Sometimes all these things are subconscious, and it happens and it grows, and you don't realize what it is until you have these
dig
aha
deep.
moments. You dig deep, right? And you need those counselors on board, because otherwise you have this moment and you go, now what do I do with this?
Well,
now I'm
then-
on a boat with
but
all
hold
these
on.
people, and I need help.
But then I got a question. When
Yeah.
you have people, are they going to come forward? Now, I want you to put yourself in somebody's shoes
Sure.
that's been for years, and they're, you know, whatever, and they haven't spoken to anybody, and they're in the soup because of it. Are they going to open up to new people and say, listen, I got a small problem?
But they might, because it's not your usual people. You might have a little more freedom to open up on something that is creeping up here to someone that you don't know and you're afraid to say it in front of.
Not only might they will. And I know that because they did. The inaugural cruise back in April, folks were releasing emotions and energy, and tears were flowing. And they were literally telling us once they were speaking, I've never told anyone this. And that happened from not just the passengers, but even the speakers. So there was a lot of sharing of intimate details on the last cruise, and I expect that to continue.
That's major. And now, is there a follow-up to people once they get off the cruise? Is there a way to follow up on them? Do you do?
Yeah, we got a little blueprint we're going to share with everyone on the boat. And then, of course,
stuff.
we want to promote them coming back to the next event that we have so we can share all of our success and results and literally document this.
When is the next one after the 19th?
It's going to be June 20th through the 22nd.
You know what I want to do? I want to get a boat in here. And then bring the people from this cruise in here and share the story. I want to see good, bad, or indifferent.
I would love to share the stories of people maybe before, if they're willing to, and then after the reboot cruise.
Mm-hmm. And it's not even going to be, I lost 3 inches on my arm. It's going to be what happened mentally and spiritually, I guarantee you. I really feel that.
Well, I'm going to tell you, when I went to Weight Watchers, I didn't go in to lose weight. I still lost 38 pounds.
I'm down 15 pounds this year.
But
I didn't go into my new diet lifestyle trying to lose weight. So things naturally happen for you when you're creating something good for yourself.
But I didn't even go to lose a pound. I didn't care. What I went in there was to get my A1C down, and it worked. I got it down to 5.7, and everybody was like, "Oh," and they gave me a standing ovation. That I didn't care about the weight, but my weight came down, and so did my sugar levels. As a diabetic, that's what I applauded. Excellent. So sometimes it's the weight. Sometimes, like you say, it's upstairs. Sometimes it's just feeling good about yourself, man. Being able to buy a shirt that fits. You know how important that is? Being able to buy a pair of pants that you never wore before. I mean, you're thin. You're thin. Even you're thin. Forget about him. He's real thin. You guys don't understand. When you're big, like me and David DePino, and we're big guys, when we get down and people say, "You lost a little weight," that whole feel, man, there ain't nothing like that. You can gift wrap it. That's my gift for Christmas. It makes no difference what I get after that.
Wow.
It just makes a difference in your life, man.
How you feel about yourself.
Pretty
That's
powerful.
It comes back to that. It always comes back to that. So this reboot cruise, jump on this, get rebooted, start the year right.
Rebootcruise.com. Let's go to commercial break. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, and we'll be right back.
Dr. Lee of Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic with the PhD in neuroscience. Her practice in acupuncture helps hormone balancing, total relaxation, diabetes, and inflammation. For additional questions or to schedule a free consultation, call Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic at 617-817-1910. Acupuncture and Chinese herbs are very effective in treating many ailments and diseases and have been used for thousands of years in China. Call today for your free consultation at 617-817-1910.
Hey, I'm Tony Twyman, creator of the Reboot Wellness Cruise 2020. I invite you to join us as we set sail on the Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line's Grand Classica, January 18th through the 20th, for 2 days filled with active lifestyle, healthy nutrition, and virtual wellness. The goal is to get you to experience a vibrational spiritual shift by helping you develop internal balance, sustainable alignment, community, and execution for a healthy, happy life. Walls become doors and mountains move when you understand what you can accomplish. Call 954-998-3284 for more information or visit rebootcruise.com. Join our community by sailing with us to experience a new decade, new you. Again, 954-998-3284 or visit rebootcruise.com. Come sail with us.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your branding specialist with Promo Stuff For You. So we're entering the new year. By now everybody has gotten their corporate gift, so this time of year generally is quiet with the exception of marketing departments trying to figure out what they're going to do for 2020. So it's really important that a company figures out and does proper planning throughout the year as to what type of marketing they want to do. At Promo Stuff For You, I love being able to sit down with a client and figuring exactly what they want to do, when they want to do it, and time it with the various events that they might have coming up.
Ring your bell. Yes, we are back on air, Freddie. Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe TV. It is, gosh, we're going right into 2020. It is our Monday pre-New Year's Eve. It's not a celebration yet. We're talking about rebooting, changing some things around, and getting ready to go into 2020. Crazy Man's joining us. I'm excited, Freddie. It is time to get rocking and rolling into 2020. We've got some big announcements.
Yes.
Actually, that week of your cruise, Tony, going into it, we've got on the 14th, on January 14th, we're going to have opera singer Ian Michaels come from England. He's going to be in here, and he's going to be singing, hopefully a concert in the park. We're meeting with Barry on Friday.
Yes.
So we're going to have a big concert in the park. They're bringing a pianist. I think they're bringing a pianist.
Yes.
A violinist maybe,
Yes.
opera singer, and then the following day we're
I
having
don't understand her English. I'm
we're
sorry.
having the Brain Bowl. They're coming here to do their committee picture because
Yes.
that big event is coming on January 31st. It's to raise money for Alzheimer's awareness. They're having, I think, about 600 people this year. They went a
Here?
little bit smaller. No, here we're only having, I think, about 40 or 50. I've got 2 weeks to transform that space so they get a beautiful backdrop for their picture. Plus, we get to talk about the promotion that we're going to be covering the Brain Bowl.
Absolutely. We also had another announcement.
And then that cruise, you have the cruise on the 18th, so it's a
14,
big week.
19. There was something else.
It probably is.
Something else. But anyway, come on down, get your groove on. We were talking about how to dress up the back.
But
So,
you know, it's what Michelle said, and this place is so spectacular. And when you understand all the players, to be able to bring all of these artists that have worked together and have all these different emotions to come back to our space and now work together again.
can we make a banner to cover the bay door? Have Teddy's banner come down like that?
Teddy's banner?
Yeah, her face from the pictures. Can we do that?
Yes, absolutely.
Teddy's room.
Teddy's room, absolutely, we can do that.
She wants the podcast, right?
But isn't that the most amazing feelings to know that when you actually bring people together and all these emotions from the past, they can all change when they come into our space, and that is the magic of our space.
That's why I want to bring a boat in here. I want to do the reboot on land.
I like
Andrea
it.
says hi. Hi, Andrea.
I think she's joining us on Friday, right?
Yeah. Gonna do some chum tucking.
Chum slick.
Chum slick.
Chum slick marketing.
You know what chum slick is? Isn't that the stuff you throw in the water to bring sharks to the surface?
Chumming?
Chumming.
I don't know, is it?
I just know chumming. I don't know about that last part.
And the slick is the blood on top of it.
Oh.
We'll have to ask
The
him on
slick
Friday where
blood.
that came from.
Well, I saw his videos. He happens to be a fisherman, her boyfriend.
Is that
or
where it comes
husband or
from?
whatever. I don't know
Slick
where
blood.
it came from, but I'm telling you what it is.
I had a great uncle named Slick.
Did you? I had a great aunt named Chum.
But I'm bummed.
Touche.
Also on the Reboot Wellness Cruise, are you going to be having CBD and different supplements?
Yeah, we're going to have some nutrition products.
Okay.
We're going to have a little coffee on board. A
Really?
little special coffee
What kind of
blend.
coffee?
I'll save that for next week. I'll save that. That's a
We
little
have to have-
tease.
We may have to have a coffee run-off.
I think we might have to do some coffee
Little healthy
tasting here.
coffee,
Are
yeah, we-
are they local?
We got someone coming in from California.
Just for the cruise?
I am learning. Yeah, there is. There's even something else. Like I said, I'll keep that until we officially get her on here.
All right, let's bring her in because
Yeah.
I had a lady who was going to do teas, a cafe tea. I gave her an order and she ran. Remember that?
She said,
ran away.
I can't take care of all that.
I can't do all that. She ran out. That's just.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to have some nutrition products. You know, one of my biggest things, again, is exposure to products that can literally help the insides of our bodies. And you don't see that when you're sitting around watching Days of Our Lives or something else. So I want to have these products on board. And then, you might know someone in your family, hey, you know what? That can help so-and-so with their gut health issues. You know, so yeah, I want to have some unique nutrition products on there. So that's going to be exciting.
Now that you see the newest commercial, I guess because of the bowl games and the championship, they come up with the commercials like they do for the Super Bowl. It's the championship of all new commercials, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got this new machine that you pedal and you sing. Why are you laughing? It's a true deal.
Is it a Peloton?
That's what I was thinking. I didn't want to say it.
So the guy's pedaling, and his daughter's downstairs, and she comes upstairs, and she opens the door. Her father's singing off the top of his lung.
I want to get one for you.
And he's singing the song. And there's a lady singing. It was a, what do you call those?
Karaoke?
No, there was a robot-looking woman.
An avatar.
Yeah, singing the song, and he's singing it.
What color was its hair?
The
Fun
guy
fact.
or the avatar?
The avatar.
I think she was blonde. But she's singing, the guy is pedaling. So when they hit the high note, it pedals faster. And when it hits the low note,
Oh my
it goes
gosh,
regular.
what is it?
It's on TV. If you know what the name of it is, give us a call.
I might
But
have to get one.
It's
Is it
gotta
a
be like
bicycle or is it a
$2,000.
run? Is
It's
it-
a bicycle in place, but it's going to music. I was floored.
We should put a treadmill in here that does that. We could turn this into a gym also. Tony, there's so many things we could do in here.
And I can certainly help with all that.
So
That
if
would
you
be
put it,
amazing.
let me get this right. You got 27 artists coming with all these paintings. You got gym equipment in here. You got all sorts of dance. Where are you gonna put everything? This is what's wrong. Is that you run out of room.
How can I run out of room
You're going to have to
here?
get a bigger building.
Again? We
Yes,
just got here.
I know.
How do I do that?
Tony, you were with us at the other place, right?
Yeah, I was there, yeah.
That was 200 feet. I
Now,
got 2,000 feet here, and I still don't fit.
5,000 by 2021.
Amen.
There's a few extra rooms next door.
That's all.
We can probably share some of
Hit a
those
couple
things.
walls. I got a contractor. I got a guy.
He's got a guy. That's
And I
what
gotta
we
edit.
need is some extra walls.
Yeah.
No,
We
because
just need to divide it better.
no, because I noticed that the more room you get, the more you fill it quickly. She goes to the store. I says, "Don't buy nothing." I send people at Walmart and different places that she goes to. I says, "Don't sell her nothing."
You did that yesterday. I know. I don't know how it happens, but there's so many ideas that you can do. And the mental mindset piece that you're doing on this Reboot Cruise, to me, I want people to realize who are watching and listening, we'll re-air this maybe again on Saturday,
Okay.
is that I don't want you to listen and say, I don't need to lose weight, I'm thin. My cholesterol's great, I'm not a diabetic, I don't need this cruise. It's not only about what your physical body looks like, it's your mindset, right? It's your mental state.
It's literally all about getting real with yourself. And
the
that's
hardest
probably
thing.
the toughest thing anyone can do. I can get down and do a few push-ups, but when it's time for those mental push-ups, it's tough. I literally have to sit there and figure it out sometimes.
Well, how do you
doing
do
it
it?
right now. Well, I'm doing
How
my
do you
line.
stay focused?
I concentrate, number one, first and foremost, on breathing.
That's the second time I heard that.
People don't breathe.
True.
Literally.
They take
People
puffs.
don't breathe. They take a couple quick puffs, but they're not taking the deep inhales, holding it in, releasing all that excess. You got to release, and we don't do enough of that. So you got to recycle that oxygen flowing through your blood. So I start with that, and then I take it from there.
DJ, how do you stay focused?
By listening to music, talking to people, listening to people, just communicating and being in touch with people. That's how I stay focused.
Now, culturally, Hispanics' diet is crapola.
Yeah.
We eat so many carbs. We have carbs on top of carbs on top of carbs. That no matter what you do, and the sweet stuff. Latinos love sweet stuff. It's
Genetic.
just our culture, right?
Right.
And we don't eat healthy. Try to tell a Hispanic, listen, give up them rice and beans, and try a salad instead. Good luck with that.
But it's not just the carbs keep weight on you and raise your sugar. They increase inflammation. And,
Everything.
And what we're going to talk about for the Brain Bowl, when we're going to do that show, is that Alzheimer's is considered type 3 diabetes. Now, I told this to my husband, who's a doctor, and he tells me I'm wrong. I said, I'm wrong. So I Google it. I pull it up. He says, I had no idea. So if you talk to the medical community, they don't even realize that Alzheimer's is considered type 3 diabetes. And why? Because of the food. It's the sugars. It's the carbs. It's changing your mind. I mean, literally changing your mind. And it's causing all this inflammation in your brain. And what does that do? Causes diabetes. I mean, dementia and Alzheimer's.
Somebody said to us last week, Alzheimer's begins with bacteria in the mouth. And I was floored. Because if you think about it, that person happens to be correct.
So does heart disease.
Everything begins in the mouth. Think about all the yuck. There are two ends of your body that is full of stuff. Your mouth and the other end. And those are the two ends that are most exposed to bacteria and death. Just kill you. But when she told me that Alzheimer's has a lot because of the plaque in the brain from the mouth, infections and stuff that goes on, I think she's 100% correct.
Interesting. But it's changing the mindset and staying focused. Teddy, how do you stay focused?
Wait, what'd you say?
I do. I watch you. You think I've got a lot going on at one time? This woman has got more pages open than I do. Like on a computer tab, Teddy has more tabs open than anyone I know.
But she's young, so that mind works fast.
I also have ADD, so I can't.
Do you?
Yeah.
Hector, how do you stay focused?
I ask myself if I want to do this.
If you want to do it, that's good.
I just focus on things I don't want to do.
Is it healthy to have a conversation with yourself?
I think
And considering conversations I have.
I was going to say depends conversation.
Is it healthy?
Do you do it very often, Fred?
Me?
Is that
I
what you're
never
asking?
do it.
You don't?
No, because I lose the argument.
Always.
Always. I don't do that anymore. I used to do it.
I hear you. Sometimes I'm trying to put the music and I hear you complaining, oh, that Don doesn't know what it's doing.
Always.
Oh, she's doing this. And why is she vacuuming again? Why is she cleaning? I said, so you're having a conversation yourself there.
No, that's not a conversation. Those are just facts. Who buys 6 mops?
It's crazy.
Don't.
And then none of them work. How can a mop not work? You wet it, you pass it, and it goes. You know what? The problem is
Too
she
much
wants
water.
the mop to go like this and leave it new. She doesn't want any dirty water on the mop. Well, that's not the way it works. Water with mop equals dirt.
I got to come up with a new mop.
I wonder what she will do, Don. What would you do if we give you a roller with paint?
She'll paint.
I painted this with Teddy.
All
And my
right,
daughter,
that's
we
wonderful.
painted this room.
Right.
About like a Swiffer wet jet.
Have one of those. It just leaves dirt. Everything leaves dirt.
Get that one that just kind of robots itself around.
No, there are different floors here. You got marble, and you got cement. You can't use marble cleaners on cement.
Vice versa.
She was doing the, what do you call that? The Swiffer on the cement. And I said, why would you do that? That's not going to work. Did it work?
No, but it's changing my mindset. I'm clean, but you know what? Part of why I clean, and this is probably part of the reboot cruise also, is these things that go on in your brain. How do you focus? To me, when I clean, I can focus on either cleaning out the negative energy that I don't want, or things that are here, or I can actually focus on cleaning, and I think. True story. So it's part of this whole how do you focus? You listen to music. Music helps me. Cleaning helps me. Going to the gym helps me.
I would like you to bring the person that is bringing transgressions lives forward to the set. Because my partner here needs a little wonderful. Let's get Dr. J back.
We should.
Now, Dr. J does interesting stuff. She brings you to past lives as well. So I would like to maybe past life you.
Oh. She would love to do that, as a matter of fact.
To you, yes.
Yes.
To me, no. I said absolutely not.
But there's so much. I mean, what's going on in our minds is tremendous. And the conversations we have with ourselves is something I'm sure they're going to address, right? Because why do we have these conversations and they never come out good?
Well, we're not being real with ourselves a lot of the times. Well, most of the times, because if we trick ourselves, we feel better about ourselves. When we get real with ourselves, that's when you have to humble yourself. And that's a tough thing to do for a lot of folks.
What about
the ego gets in the way.
That, I think, is a huge thing we should address in 2020.
Well, part of community is accountability. And that's what we want to attack as well. We want to provide the right people to put you around. A lot of times, those around us don't serve us well.
But we have to be honest enough to admit to that.
Yeah.
Tough,
you got to get the
tough.
right people around you to take you where you're trying to go.
Now, let me ask you a question. In business, you run into people that aren't going to serve you. They serve themselves. And it's the nature of the beast.
It's not just business, it's in relationships,
Well,
too.
I'm trying to keep it business. Thank you
Why?
very much.
I think we need to be honest and go into 20...
Because
Honestly,
the
we need to go
relationship
in.
thing gets more complicated. Let's keep it under business. I'm trying to keep it business, not personal. There's a reason. The conversation on the personal, you're going to need another 2 hours.
Oh, we can do that tomorrow or next
So
week.
we
yes.
keep it on the business. So you know that these people have it out for themselves as a business, and they're not in your best interest. How do you serve them? How do you make it so it's okay to have them in your presence?
I've been reading this great book called The Richest Man in the World, Stephen K. Scott. And a lot of it is about choosing the right business partners. And what it's made me realize is sometimes it's not your fault. A lot of times it's not your fault because people misrepresent themselves. So what do? You move on to the next one. You go and find that proper person. You set that intention to get the right vendor, the right partner, the right investor, the right everything. But sometimes you have to go through those lumps to get to where you're trying to get to.
Gotcha. So you can make changes.
You can make changes.
Don't be satisfied with what's going on. There's always a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Interesting concept.
I think tomorrow, and we can start today while Tony's here. You can come back tomorrow. We start a resolution jar or box or something.
A resolution bar?
Jar.
Jar? What is that?
You put in all the things you want to change, or like you said, the doll.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't want to burn any voodoo stuff, but we put it in, maybe we bury it, maybe we throw it away, whatever we do with it. Put all those things we want to get rid of in it. And maybe that's part of it. It's
in the
get
jar?
rid of the toxic relationships. It's accountability for yourself, for others. Finding the best thing, and maybe if we actually write it and get rid of it, then we can grow from it. Otherwise, we say we're going to do it, but we don't really do it.
So what do you want to do? You want to put all the reserved things in the jar and burn it?
Yeah. What do you
I'll
think?
fill up the jar by myself.
Well, think about that.
It's a
Think
good
about
thing.
how many people could do that.
Everybody could do it. People, will they do it? Anybody
But
could
it's
do
not
it.
ours to read or judge. You write it, you put it in. It's simple. I'm not going to take anyone else's to read. It's you just write it and
How
you
far
go
back
on.
do we go?
Whatever works. What do you think, Teddy?
57
Freddie,
years.
that's very good because you are recognizing and you are being self-accountable for some of the things. You recognize that there are certain
'Cause
things
nobody else
that you don't
cares.
like about you.
All right, there's a lot of things I don't like about it.
Exactly. So you are going to put it somewhere and say, the heck with this, and think about the positive things, and perhaps you need change on those things. And I'm not
Really?
telling you you need change. You know your things.
So if I change, let me get this right.
Uh-huh.
So if I make that move and do that change, because I wrote it on a piece of paper, it's gonna
You
happen.
recognize it.
You
well,
can
you need
release
to
it.
recognize it first.
Interesting.
You need to recognize
That's
it.
an interesting
And say, I don't
concept.
like this about myself. And say, I need to make a change.
You write it and release it.
I like that. See, a guy says it differently.
For him, it's a release.
But this reboot cruise is so important because the timing is incredible.
Yes.
We're right in the beginning of 2020.
That was very strategic. Didn't want to wait too long into the year because right now is when people are hot as it pertains to themselves and what they want to change. We do this every single year, December and January. But then how long does it last? Well, right now, we're trying to get people to concentrate and think even long term because this is a new decade. So what are you going to do? Where are you going to be in 2030?
Yeah, that's the deal right there. The
Time
new
is
decade
now.
thing is why that's why this 2020 is so important because you want to spring for the next 10 years. They asked me the other day, my friend DJ over here, what's your 5-year plan? I says, I can't even count to 5.
But he's absolutely right, and we kind of joked about it Friday morning, but after Friday night, when we were all together, I think it's time that we actually sit down with DJ and we do that, and we see the space, and you see what's coming forward.
Oh, yeah? Oh, DJ, tell us what's going to happen in your 5-month plan of Fuego.
Fuego, excited about Fuego for 2020. In my mind, didn't catch me by surprise because I have it. You see, we want to do Monday. Mondays are the day of recovery. Or is it a day of you are going to repent something? Because Monday after the weekend, you say, well, I regret doing this. And you have no time to write it down. So you say, I'm not going to do it for the rest of the week. So make sure that Monday is the day that you recover. And then on Fridays, we are going to have the Happy Friday. It's Friday, the body knows it. You have a different type of mindset when it's a Friday, correct? So with that, we are going to bring things like there are local universities in the area. And here in Palm Beach County, you go Palm Beach County State College, FAU, you have Lynn University, etc. Let's bring somebody then from the university's point of view. The physicians, mental health. To me, mental health is so important. And there is a lot of problems out there that people does not want to identify that they have certain issues. So El Fuego, we're going to bring all that stuff because the Fuego and La Chispa, Fercho, is going to be able to sort these things out on the menu. We're going to cook it and we're going to say what comes out of it there, correct? With all the correct ingredients. So physicians, we have finance issues. A lot of people doesn't know how to start a mortgage. They are renting. They are paying $2,000, $1,500 for rent. They should be owning a house. Let's bring the experts to help people to get there.
And you have a background in that.
Yes, in finance for 30 years. So we are going to do all the stuff. So investment, 401k. A lot of people repent, I don't want to invest into 401k. Begin planning on this. So let's educate them. Let's give them some training. Let's provide them with the tools for them to get there. Not only the mental issues, physical issues, but also to plan in 2030. It's never too late.
Wow, look who's in the house.
She came to paint.
Did she? She won't come on the air though.
You know that finance piece that you and I've been talking about for a very long time? And no
Yes.
one will come forward with it?
It's gonna be
He sits right here.
He's here, the Latino man. And then pinch yourself. Pinch yourself.
Pinch me, please.
Because 4 years we've been looking for that.
Scan me.
We've been looking for somebody to carry us on the financial aspect.
Yep.
And how many interviews have we had? And the guy that's coming forward is the Latino brother from another mother.
True that.
And look at this. And this guy has put out public offerings and everything else. This guy knows his stuff.
We can do it. We can make it happen. Okay, we're going to make it happen.
How
Well,
lucky are
We're going
we?
to make it happen. Okay?
Where the hell does this guy come from?
Where does any of this come from? But it just comes. I think tomorrow is the day. Teddy, I'm giving you 24 hours to think about what you're going to release.
Gotcha.
Hector,
Yep.
you too.
Teddy, I think you need a nap. You're tired?
We're going to put it in, we're going to release it, and we're going
okay.
into 2020 big. We're going to toast to 2020 tomorrow. We're all going to get ready to reboot our
It's a
Reboot
team,
Wellness Cruise. Get rid of the old stuff, move in with the new. I think my daughter would love the cruise, as a matter of fact. I'm glad she's here. I need to tell her about it as well.
Might be an interesting aspect for
I might even treat her. I don't know if she heard me out loud.
Oh, no, she heard.
Tony, tell everyone how they can find the information again.
Once again, the Reboot Wellness Cruise is happening January 18th through the 20th. You can go to rebootcruise.com. You can call me directly at 954-998-3284. Reset, relax, restore.
The restore, all of it. It's
That's
just
right.
spectacular. Lots coming up January 18th through 20th. Give Tony a call. You can find the information at rebootcruise.com. More to come with DJ Fed Joe. Getting
DJ.
better.
Getting
Good, much better. Much
Getting better. I'm learning. I'm trying.
And you heard what the word of the day in Spanish was for her when
What
we
is it?
gone?
What is it?
What was the word of the day? Did you say something and you say, oh yeah, let's...
Bachata.
Yeah, she said bachata.
Yeah,
Bachata.
you were giving classes on bachata.
Bachata.
Oh, you were teaching Captain how to dance. Now, because of this,
Word of the day is
wait,
bachata.
the next time you come, we're going to turn camera 3 on. You know, you're going to dance.
see what
you're
you
gonna dance
learn.
a
The
little
bachata.
You're right.
Gotta dance
You
it
really
out.
did teach me how to dance.
Dance it out, everyone.
That was 2 minutes with Catherine.
Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. If you're in the area, we are kicking off New Year's. We're going to be here.
Come on
We've
down.
got our good friend Dawn Cliff, the wine chick. I think maybe she's going to bring her special somebody. We'll see. Going to have a few toasts to the new year. Release the old, restore, reboot, and go into 2020. Getting ready. Here we go. See you
And don't-
tomorrow.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
You got to finish.